good to hear another from you. I do a little bit of flying, have for many years, own some airplanes and stuff, and here's kind of the way that goes, flying around our place. I've never completely convinced my wife that it's a good thing that I should be doing, but I fly my plane around the ranch, and I have for many years, and it saves me lots of miles of horseback and lots of grinding pickup gears. I see my cows, and I know where they are, and I search for open gates, and I know what's going on out there. I don't just leave it to the fates. Now, water holes and water tanks, and whether full or not, and I see my bulls in the heat of summer before they brush up before it's hot. But my wife will sometimes question me, though she's always most polite, but she doubts my way of doing. Because it's different here now, and I may forget this, I shouldn't. But my wife will sometimes question me, though she's always most polite. She doubts my way of doing, though to me it's always right. What am I going to say here? But maybe I'll tell you another poem here. We don't know. But this isn't a bad one. Let me catch a hold of it here. It's not too awfully bad. Anyway, she thinks maybe if instead of flying round and round, I would be more efficient if I labored more upon the ground. Maybe rode the horses more or built a bit more fence. Oh, she doesn't really nag me, but she can get some intense. But I scoff at her ideas. I tell her anyone can see that it's best to minimize that labor and stick to splitting that old breeze. Why, them old cold-backed horses, a guy like me just might get hurt, and building fence is awful tough in this old hot Montana dirt. So listen here, the other morning what I seen. Why, neighbor Bob, he's got his calves all gathered up to wean. Anybody knows it's way too early. Them calves ain't big enough at all. Neighbor Bell, he ain't got his bales all stacked, and it's coming early fall. Pete's corral is just falling down. He can't get nothing done. Sipping time's coming, and using those pens won't be fun. But the oddest thing I saw flying in that early morn, young neighbor Dave, he's just coming home. Now, sure as I've been born, he's got some girl thing going on. What else would keep him up so late? 'Cause sure enough, at 6 o'clock, he's just coming through his gate. Now, all these things I tell her, and I just wish someone would explain why Marge doesn't think I'm working when I'm flying in my plane.
That's good.